And we have some breaking news coming here on Wake Up India. The past has returned to haunt officer tipped to be the India's next army chief. Headlines today, in fact, Shiv standing right next to me has exclusive access to that explosive petition that could completely upset the government's army succession plan. Shiv, tell us more about it.
That's right. This is a petition in the Manipur High Court, Rishika, and the Manipur High Court is expected to actually hear this very controversial petition that's been filed by the brother of one of the three men killed in an infamous, a notorious intelligence operation way back in 2010 in Nagaland, in which the officer on your screen, Lieutenant General Dalbir Singh Suhag, currently the Vice Chief of Army Staff, has been implicated. Now, an internal inquiry was conducted by the army, after which the officer on your screen was exonerated. It became a huge controversy during the army's succession, during General V.K. Singh's time as Chief of Army Staff. But the man on your screen, that's General Bikram Singh and General Dalbir Singh Suhag, the man who is the front runner to be India's next Chief of Army Staff starting the end of July. I want to go straight across to Captain Bharat Verma, who's on the phone line with us to give us his perspective on what this could actually do. Mr. Verma, thanks for joining us here on Wake Up India. A petition in the Manipur High Court calling for strict action against Lieutenant General Dalbir Singh Suhag, widely believed to be tipped to be the next Chief of Army Staff. How could this queer the pitch? Because it's already a very controversial succession with the BJP getting involved, General V.K. Singh getting involved, the Election Commission not having given permission just yet to the government to actually go ahead and name the next Chief of Army Staff, and now this petition in the Manipur High Court, sir.
When there is a petition, the petition must be cleared by the High Court before the chief is appointed, because this is a serious petition. And that petition either should be cleared or should pinpoint the fault line, and the person who is accused, he should be cleared or he should be punished. Now, under the circumstances, it is better that there should be no hurry, because there's adequate time. And since there is a perception in the market, and this perception in the market is a lot more damaging.
Yes.
The perception is that General Bikram Singh and the Prime Minister are very close, and so is General Suhag, and they are in a hurry to appoint the next chief when there is adequate time. On the other hand, there is a perception in the market that General V.K. Singh, who was involved in this, who was the army chief at that time, is also in a hurry not to allow this to happen. So, to keep the army apolitical, both these perceptions should not be allowed to prevail.
Yes.
And the next government, without interference by the former chief, the next government must decide, because they have to work with the next chief. And whoever the next government is, they should decide. But primarily, when a senior officer is accused of a thing, that must be cleared in totality before the chief is announced.
And the Manipur High Court will be taking up that petition today. It's a very controversial petition by the brother of one of the persons killed in that infamous incident. We'll have to see which way this actually goes. As Bharat Verma just said, all perceptions need to be laid to rest before the government can actually do something as important, Rishika, as naming the next Chief of Army Staff, the Land Forces Chief, the person responsible for the territorial integrity
Shiv,
of the country.
Isn't the timing of this also very suspect?
Absolutely. It's all very suspicious, because remember, the BJP has been attacking the government, saying you're jumping the gun on this. Now, whether this is connected with the petition, nobody really knows at this point of time. But like you said, timing is really everything.